Happy Monday, October 13th, 2025. You're tuned into CoeCast. I'm Hunter.
And I'm Riley. Today's episode was made completely with AI. We're battle testing Microsoft Vibe Voice 7B for the voices. If it calls me Riley mid-rant, we keep it science.
All right, big automation signal this week. 3 moves that push AI past chat and into actual work. AWS is advancing Amazon Q as an agentic workspace, Anthropic added modular plugins inside Claude Code, and Google shipped Gemini 2.5's computer use so agents can click, type, and submit in real web UIs.
Which is low-key huge for creators and marketers. It's not write me an email, it's pull the data, make the brief, route approvals, publish the thing. That's the dream. Research to outline, to shot list, to asset metadata, to draft posts, without babysitting every step. Okay, let's break these down.
Amazon Q first. Think an AI layer on top of your company's stack, internal wikis, S3, Redshift, plus SaaS. It's agentic, multi-step workflows, updates across tools, review gates, and it escalates to humans when needed. For content teams, that looks like summarize campaign performance with live CRM pulls, generate a brief, route approvals, and push assets to your CMS or DAM. And video folks,
Picture Q moving files from your DAM to a transcode pipeline in S3, waiting for the job to finish, then posting the final cut with captions. Fewer tab marathons.
the catch is in the connectors. Breadbox sounds great, but depth matters. Safe writes, idempotent actions, rate limits, and guardrails against prompt injection. The enterprise stuff, identity, audit logs, permissions, is strong. If your stack already lives on AWS, Q can be your orchestration canvas.
Quick challenge, though. Do I need Q if I've got N8 and plus step functions and I'm hitting bedrock anyway?
Fair. If you've already built that glue, Q's value is consolidation and governance, but one governed home for agents, data access, and logs. If you're duct taping 5 tools, Q can simplify.
Okay, Anthropic. Claude Code plugins. This is like turning one-off scripts into reusable /commands and mini agents inside your dev workspace. They can call APIs via the Model Context Protocol, run code transforms, and trigger webhooks on events like tests passing or reviews finishing.
It's a force multiplier for shared tooling, content linners, formatters, release checklists, Creator Angle, a house-style plugin that lint-jacks copy, injects verified product facts, formats long-form into social cuts, and even triggers subtitling or image optimization jobs, all in thread with approvals.
It's public beta, though, and distribution is repo-driven, not an app store. Great for teams already living in Claude Code, less useful if your org hasn't adopted it. Also, security brain on, code reviews, scoped secrets. Don't YOLO a plugin that touches payroll.
Totally. Now Google's Gemini 2.5 computer use. This closes the last-mile web UIs without good APIs. Agents can navigate, fill forms, and click buttons via the Gemini API or Vertex AI. Think updating blog posts across multiple CMS instances, tweaking ads, or pulling exports from vendor portals.
Wait, you're saying my browser chores get a robot injected into my veins? But anti-bot rules, MFA, and terms of service are real. You'll need allow lists, scoped credentials, retries, and monitoring. It's RPA vibes, but safer and smarter.
Exactly. I'd wrap it in an orchestrator webhooks, queues, custom nodes, and add monitoring for DOM changes. When a site ships a redesign at 2 a.m., your bot shouldn't faceplant silently.
Quick vibe check for who this helps. Amazon Q screams enterprise and content ops leaders who want one governed brain. Claude Code plugins are catnip for engineers and technical content teams standardizing automations. Computer use is for anyone blocked by there's no API, from solo creators to agencies to enterprise ops.
And you don't need a PhD for any of this. Basic API comfort helps. If you can wire REST calls or wrangle N8N, you're dangerous. Advanced teams will love the modular control.
All right, context time. What else happened this week? 90 seconds of ecosystem tea. DeepSeek keeps pushing prices down. Token savings are letting teams run more experiments without CFO heartburn. We covered that on the pod, plus a resource post at coe.com/resources.
OpenAI's push on real-time APIs and prompt caching matters here too. Caching stable instructions makes agents cheaper and snappier. For example, cache your brand and policy instructions in Q or Claude, then only send the deltas per task. Your bill notices.
IBM's Granite 4.0 hit the enterprise lane hybrid first, cheaper to run, strong on long docs. That's your compliance brain and summarization workhorse behind these agent flows. And yesterday we talked Moondream 3, vision tagging and counting that actually behaves. Pair that with computer use and you've got generate, then verify, then publish for visuals.
And Anthropic's Sonnet 4.5 pushed tool-using reliability over long sessions. That's relevant for agents that need to run for hours with fewer resets. Put together, cheaper tokens, stronger governance brains, reliable tool use, and now UI-level control. The automation stack is congealing.
Love that word, congealing, appetizing. Anyway, how does this change workflows today?
Speed without sprawl. Q reduces shadow automation by consolidating agentic work in one governed place. Claude plugins turn clever scripts into shareable assets. Computer use executes last-mile web tasks where APIs don't exist. Net impact, faster production, and fewer handoffs.
Money talk. Does this reduce costs? Yes, if you use it right. Q lowers glue code and tool thrash. Plugins reduce rework. Computer use saves headcount hours on browser chores. But you'll still budget for ops, monitoring, retries, and approvals.
Let's ship 3 concrete automations by Friday.
Go.
Text-to-video pipeline. Q drafts a script from analytics and CRM context, your video stack renders, then computer use schedules the upload, adds chapters and captions, and Q's cross-posts. Human signs off before publish.
Photo to social. A Claude plugin applies brand presets, alt text, and crop rules. Q moves assets to the DAM, tags them, and kicks approvals. Computer use Q's posts in your scheduler with tracking links. Boom, ship.
3 audio to blog. Q transcribes the episode and writes the post draft. Claude-style plugin lints for voice and claims. Computer use pushes to your CMS with taxonomy and canonical links. Editor final checks, then publish.
That's the co-creation relay race. Machine starts, machine enhances, human finishes. Who should be nervous?
Brittle RPA scripts that can't handle DOM changes, and single-purpose approval bots without governance. Also, tools with pretty demos but no logs. If I can get agents that click and also log every action with policies, I'm choosing that.
Availability check. Amazon Q is live across AWS with SDKs and connectors. Claude Code plugins are public beta usable today if you're in Claude Code land. Gemini 2.5 computer use is available via the Gemini API and Vertex AI. No dramatic waitlist energy, just read the docs and mind your scopes.
Technical lift. Q is lower lift if you're already in AWS. Claude plugins need devs comfortable with MCP, repos, and code review. Computer use needs orchestrator wiring plus a reliability layer, retries, screenshots, and alerts.
Price and value. Q maps to AWS consumption, plus whatever seats or data products you turn on. Plugins ride your Anthropic usage cheap if you route heavy jobs to the right tiers. Computer use costs are API calls plus headless browser time and retries. I'd call the pricing fair if you set guardrails and cache invariants.
Risks. For Q, connector write depth varies, design idempotent actions, and permission scopes. For plugins, repo-based distribution means you need trust signals, code reviews, and secret hygiene. For computer use, to CS, MFA, anti-bot measures, site changes, so build observability and fallback paths.
And don't forget rate limits. When a big drop hits and your queue spikes, you need concurrency controls. Otherwise, the bot is speedrunning your ban list.
Community and ecosystem. Q integrates natively with AWS and common SaaS strong enterprise story. Claude plugins are open-ish in that you share repos across teams. Marketplace vibes will take time. Google's computer use lands well in Vertex if you're already standardized on GCP.
Compare the field. Does this leapfrog competitors or keep pace? I think together it's a step ahead on from chat to do. OpenAI's strong on real-time voice and vision fine-tuning, Anthropic's great at safe tool use, Google's closing the last mile, and AWS is stitching the enterprise canvas. The signal is, automation is moving from hacks to platforms.
For creators and small teams, this isn't just enterprise candy. You can get value now. Use Q or your existing orchestrator to run briefs and approvals. Use a small Claude plugin repo for style checks. Use computer use for cross-posting, dashboards, and vendor portals. You'll feel the time savings this week.
Let's meme it. When your agent clicks publish for you, I don't dream of labor, I dream of logs. Sparkles. Timestamp, audit trail.
Ha! Guardrails before we land. Always keep human in the loop at publish or send. Log every action with who, what, and why. Use allow lists for websites and tools, and build a router if confidence dips, escalate to a bigger model or a human.
One more spicy take. Computer use isn't an excuse to ignore APIs. If the API exists, use it. Save computer use for the portals that hate you. Your SREs will sleep better.
Cosign. Final quick start recipe. Pick one high-frequency, low-risk loop, weekly blog refreshes, add variant uploads or asset tagging and publish. Add Q or your orchestrator for planning and approvals, a Claude plugin for linting, computer use for the site that lacks an API. Measure time to publish and acceptance rate. Expand only after you hit reliability.
And if Vibe Voice 7B gave me a cartoon moment, that's part of the fun. Human plus machine. Blemishes and all.
That's the show. Thanks for hanging with us on KoiCast this Monday, October 13th, 2024.
For more AI news and updates, hit koi.com/resources. Don't forget to subscribe. Catch you next time.